guys, Connor here with ChromeDesigns, and thank you for watching this video. Today is just a tutorial on how to kind of create some metallic like text as you see here. And if I go to my YouTube page, you see I also use this effect in my Pro package. So today's tutorial is going to be how to kind of create this effect, and doing so we're only going to be using layer styles. So let's get started. I'm going to go to File and New. And my canvas is going to be 1280 by 720, kind of like the default pixel size, and the background content is going to be white. So I'm going to click OK, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set up what I like to call my scene, which is basically just what this backdrop here, instead of it being plain white. So I'm going to right click on this layer, go blending options, and I'm just going to go gradient overlay. I'm going to change the style to radial, I'm going to reverse, and I'm going to increase the scale to its maximum, as you see here. But now the black, you want to get rid of the black and you want to make it to a lightish grey. So just double click on this here and go lightish grey, maybe a bit more contrast there. And there you go. We've got our basic scene set up. That just looks a little bit better than just having plain white. So now you want to make a new layer, but going down to the bottom right, go new layer, of course, and go to the text tool, click in the middle, and I'm going to write Chrome. In fact, no, I'm going to write Connor, like so. So this is our text here. What you want to do, you want to go right click on the text and go blending options again, and you just want to add a color overlay. This color, I'm going to use a kind of mid-tone grey, just about getting it right. There we go, C2, C2, C2. Obviously we can adjust this later on, but this color is good for now. Then you want to go to stroke. You want to adjust the stroke maybe a bit thicker, dependent on the size of your canvas or what you're working with. So that's looking good for now. And you want to change the fill type from color to gradient. And you want to change the angle to 90 degrees. So instead of it being horizontal, it will change it to vertical, as shown here. And you also want to click on the little gradient, little preview thumbnail, and I'll bring up the gradient editor. And now this is where you need to follow along. The first color here, I'm going to change. I'm going to click on the text, and then I'm going to make it a little bit lighter. I'm going to make it a little bit lighter than the actual text itself, so it stands out maybe a bit more. There we go. And then you want to move the black until roughly halfway, and just ahead of the black, make another click here, and just make it a little bit darker than the original grey for the stroke. Something like that. It's looking good. And then bring them close together so it's kind of like a hard cut when it comes into the black. Not necessarily, it doesn't have to be exact, but you know. And then kind of just before the kind of left hand side, double click again, and just make it a little bit lighter, as shown here, and click OK. And this is what it should look like. So the kind of black's going down. Now it might not look metallic yet. We just need to make a few adjustments later on. When I say later on, I mean now. So go to outer glow and change the blend mode from screen to normal and the color to black. Click OK. Now under the side panel, you just want to increase this until you've got something that looks good, like so. That's looking alright. And that just kind of embosses it a little bit more, kind of enhances it, makes it look a lot better. Now you go to bevel and emboss. I like to change the style from inner bevel to stroke emboss. So instead of it embossing the actual text, it will just emboss the stroke. And change the gloss contour to something like, in fact you can mess about with it, you know, they all create different effects. That's kind of like more a plasticky text. And that's looking good, maybe not as defined though. I mean, that's looking quite metallic, to be fair. So that will run along with that. And then basically you can just mess around with all of these. For example, you can maybe add a drop shadow and just increase the size to enhance it a little bit. You can maybe add an inner glow, change from screen to maybe like so. In fact, this is actually not like the preview really, is it? Gives a different effect, but nevertheless it still looks quite metallic-y. And to be fair, that's probably getting about there. And that's about it for today's tutorial, guys. just how to create some metallic like text as shown here. So go ahead and use this for your projects, use it by all means. But anyway, that's all from me, guys. I'm Connor with ChromeDesigns. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll be sure to see you guys soon. Bye.